Yeah.
I've probably pulled 4 more Bennett's since then. It's horrible.
That's fucking amazing.
It's Bennett!
All right, welcome to Game Soup. We're checking out Yoku's Island Express tonight. My name's Joe.
My name's Ed, and also, turns out, Joe, Bennett's an S-tier character, so it's actually a good thing that we pulled him 12 times, 100 times.
We were debating on whether we should play Yoku's Island Express or we should drop another $100 on Genshin Impact. We made the responsible decision to play Yoku's Island Express instead, so here we are.
Now, Joe, do you want to play this game?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay, I don't want to continue. What I want to do is we're going to do a new slot. So this is all you.
All right, we'll give it a try. We'll hit start game here. Yoku's Island Express here on Game Soup.
You're gonna love this. You're gonna like the way you look, and you're gonna like this game. I think.
Is there voice acting to it?
No.
Is there a text?
No.
There's no text.
Well, I think there's text. You'll see. I'm not very far in.
Cute guy.
But
nice painted art style.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Ori in a way. But it's really the gameplay. The gameplay has a mechanic.
Okay, well, we'll see what it is.
Which, I know you've never played a game before that has a mechanic in it. This is your first time playing a game that has a single mechanic. You're going to like it.
What game doesn't have a mechanic? What would you consider not a mechanic? Doesn't every game have a mechanic?
Yeah, I mean, even the absence of a mechanic is a mechanic, right? So
he's got a rock stapled to him, I can see.
Stapled.
Oh, okay. You push a rock.
There is text in this game, actually, now that I think about it.
Hakunama Beach. Okay, you're the new postmaster they sent to relieve me, huh? Glad you showed up. Something big's going down around here, and I don't feel like sticking around. Before I leave, I've got your first assignment right here. My old postal badge. Deliver it to Nim, the translator, in the village. The Island Express is your duty now, so make sure to deliver the badge to Nim or you'll be in trouble. That's it for me. Farewell. Good luck. Take care of the Island Express.
So now we are officially the masters of the Island Express. This is Yoku's Island Express. Game name, right?
You got the old postmaster's badge. You're supposed to give it to Nim the translator.
Look at this.
Is he all the way over there?
He is. Yeah.
Oh my. This is going to take the entire episode.
No, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. I'm excited. This is like one of the an underdog game. Like, as much praise as it has gotten, it wasn't nearly enough.
All right, L and R.
It is unique.
Oh, it's pinball.
It's a pinball Metroidvania.
I think I saw this.
Oh,
I think I saw this game actually. I think I might have seen this on another YouTube channel that talks about indie games often.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
All right.
We only have 12 of those oranges or grapefruits.
Those are grapefruits, Ed.
Are they? How do you know?
Calm down.
No, look, you just picked up a banana and it added to your grapefruit tally. It's just
fruit. Okay, so it's just a generic symbol for fruit. Okay, we're gonna pick up the.
Oh my God, that actually scared me.
Well, that's a guy.
Where do you think you're going, Postmaster? This is my pond. If you want to cross, you're gonna have to pay the toll. See, what I want grows on the high cliffs above. Juicy cove mushrooms. My mouth waters just thinking about them.
Well, just go get them. It seems as though you can burrow through anything. So just burrow your way up to the cove mushrooms, you jackass. Don't make this little guy do it.
Anyway, you get me a big one and I'll let you cross the pond. All right.
Wow.
Look how big. Yeah, this is a big game. And I'm
3%
in. Find a cove mushroom.
All right. Well, I can do. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it because I mean the game's directing me to do it. Okay. So all right, that's gonna unlock our bumper, which gets us up here. So I think we actually had to do that.
I think
they were just trying to teach us about a mechanic of the game. I just learned that word today, mechanic.
Yeah, right? Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the orange ones are controlled by the R trigger, and the blue ones are controlled by the left trigger.
It's a little like a Portal, right? You've got an orange thing and a blue thing, and they do independent things, but they also have to work together to do other things. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Okay, we've really got to play some pinball here.
They don't joke around. This is pinball.
I've really got to bring my pinball skills to the table here. Holy.
We do not mess around, as they say.
Okay, so we did that. All right, so we got to do basically a figure 8 here. We really got to nail that.
It's like,
Actually, should I just hold it here? Like, really do pinball here?
I actually
let it slide down.
I actually found the pinball in this game to be pretty challenging.
It is challenging.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a really accurate shot.
Yeah.
For a very beginning of a pinball.
It is. I spent
beginning of a pinball game. Yeah, we got it, but that's kind of hard.
I spent several. I've only played the game for 45 minutes or whatever, but I had spent several minutes at a time in the same room just trying to get out because it's very precise. But I think that's a good thing. I think it makes the game more satisfying to play.
That's Baldino.
He's very sleepy. He's wrapped in lettuce, just like a Five Guys burger. You got that. You got that.
That'll change your life.
Five Guys burgers wrapped in lettuce?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Five Guys. I like...
I don't know. People like to knock on a burger, but...
Why do they like to knock on a burger?
You know, put a man
Yeah?
on a 30-day diet of a lettuce-wrapped Five Guys burger every day.
I would love it.
It'll change his life.
I would just do that. You wouldn't have to corral me. You got the noisemaker. It's not a post horn, but it'll do. Press A to blow your horn for attention. What do you... Oh, I love this game. I wish I'd played more than 45 minutes of it. Press A. It's like the cutest, most humble, most innocent, you know, wholesome, whatever.
Look at our bug.
Yeah.
He's gonna get crushed.
I think he's a dung beetle, isn't he? Because he's
So
rolling.
there's no jumping in the game.
No.
You press the Y button. Y looks at the map. That's interesting. You can also press the map button to look at the map. The map button, for those of you who don't know, is the select button or the back button for those of you who are in the younger generation.
I don't appreciate it when they change the name of the buttons that have the exact same function.
Yeah, it should just be called select.
Yeah.
It should just be called select, right? From the NES days.
And I understand.
It should never have changed.
I understand why it's not called the select button anymore, because it no longer selects things.
Yeah.
It used to.
Yep.
But also, it doesn't always make things go back.
No, it doesn't.
You've encountered the same issue.
You know what goes back? B.
Yeah.
B or circle.
Circle.
For a PlayStation controller. We should just homogenize all these button names. It would also make game development easier, because then you don't have to have the A and the X button interchangeably based on what controller that they're using to push dialogue forward.
Right.
As we're looking at right now on the screen.
I like to come up here looking for mushrooms. This is a great place to pick up fungi, but you've got to be careful. Poison toadstools like to grow near the cold mushrooms. A single bite is enough to put someone's lights out for days. If you still want to grab some shrooms, I recommend the cliffs on the east side. That's where the juiciest grow. Thanks, Baldino.
I love Baldino.
Right?
He's probably my favorite character so far.
One of the three.
Yeah.
Don't you love that you can blow your horn?
Yeah.
And when you leave tonight, Joe, I'm going to blow my own horn.
All right.
It's a telescope. Oh, that's right.
Oh, it gives you a view of everything.
You kind of need that, though, to see where you're going in a game like this, where you don't really have true control, you know?
Yeah, look at that pinball machine. It's just a gigantic pinball machine.
Isn't it amazing?
How neat. How neat. In a nature environment. Which is kind of the opposite of a pinball machine. A pinball machine is anything but natural. I don't know why I said that. Okay, so we gotta have a birthday party here.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
I feel like I'm really good at this game now.
Right?
Oh, this can be either one. It looks like it's a dual colored. Yeah, look, it's like some of these are dual colored, so you can probably press either button, where it's irrelevant whether you press the left. Yeah, the left or the right. See that bumper on the right side there, in that tunnel over there? Yeah, and the one I'm on right now. Yeah, right here. You can press left or right. Left or right trigger is good enough for those buttons.
This might be the room that I was stuck in for a while, because I kept doing that. I kept going just slightly too early.
Yeah, man. If you've never played pinball, this is gonna be this is gonna be something for you. This is gonna be a trip. Cause yeah, there's like the younger generation. They don't know what pinball. They might not even know what pinball is.
Maybe.
Pinball's pre-video games.
Yeah, really. How do we even we just barely know what pinball is? Like,
yeah.
I was never like super into pinball or anything.
I was into pinball for a little while because my dad owned a pinball machine.
Oh yeah.
We had a pinball machine in my house when I was a kid. It was a cowboy themed pinball machine, a really old one from I don't know when pinball. I don't even know. I don't know what year it was from. Like most pinball machines are based on, TV shows or movies, right? Like the Addams Family pinball game, or you had the Simpsons pinball game, right? I got a Juicy Cove mushroom. What a treat! We got to feed the eel with it. But the one my dad had was just cowboy themed.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was broken actually for most of my lifetime.
Really?
Yeah, but it was working for a long enough time when I was a child that I got really into it for a little while. Like, I think any kid that has a dad who has a pinball machine is eventually going to get really into pinball at one point. Because it is really fucking fun. You try to see the highest score you can get. I think actually the highest score on it was 999.
Wow.
I think you could. It was like really low scores.
Yeah.
It was very old. Like it was all mechanical. It wasn't. It didn't have one of those like flashy displays or a lot of lights and stuff.
Oh.
So it was really like a classic pinball machine.
Whatever happened to it?
It's still there,
Really?
but
Okay.
I think my dad just uses it to put stuff on top of now, like a
Oh,
table.
yeah.
So it's
I wonder if it still works.
not really. I don't think so.
No.
I don't think it's served its purpose for a long time now. I'd like to play that pinball machine again. Now that I really think about it, this is an interesting thing to reveal on GameSoup.
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty sure we've never talked about this, but yeah, I grew up with a pinball machine in my house that worked for about 50% of my childhood, I would say. That's enough that I've had a good amount of experience with pinball, and I would play pinball at arcades once in a while just to break up the brawler action, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of arcade machines in houses, if anybody out there has a working copy of Time Crisis 2 for the arcade, get in touch with us. We're going to offer you a large sum of money.
You know, I was actually looking on eBay, and there was one. He apparently had 3 Time Crisis 2 machines, and now he only has 1 left. But he says it's in mint working condition. Not mint, but he said it's in great working condition. It's $5,000.
Let's buy it.
I'm thinking about it, but here's the thing. You know what? All right, let's continue playing the game because we've got some dialogue going on here,
Yeah.
but we'll tell the Time Crisis 2 story on this episode. I see you found some mushrooms. What a treat!
Oh, we have to go back to the eel, not to this guy. Remember, we
Yeah. We got to go back to the. Yeah, I don't
think
think we can fall through in this game. You
No,
think we
you
can
can't.
fall through? No. This is not a standard Metroidvania. That's something I'm worrying about, that our game might be too standard Metroidvania.
It is pretty standard.
Like it's not. I think the creativity, the interesting part, is going to come in the world and maybe the enemies and but maybe not from the gameplay.
Well, it's not too late to revise. Like the abilities are a little standard. Like we have ground slam. That's pretty standard.
Yeah. We've got ground slam, we've got dash, we've got double jump, we got triple jump.
So we could, I don't know, we could introduce some new mechanics that do different things that are not just very like exactly what you would expect. Like, 'cause, I mean, we haven't even used the ground slam to great effect in the game anywhere yet, really.
No, it's pretty
too
much a
late.
key. All right. Let's.
Yeah, I don't even remember where that eel was.
I'm trying to get there, but it's pinball.
Isn't it? It's hard to figure out where to go exactly.
Can you hit a little bit lighter?
You keep doing that.
Yeah, I know. I keep doing
Yeah.
that, but can you hit? I'm trying to hit a little bit lighter to
Not
see
with
if it can
those
just
ones.
see if it can just give me like a little bump.
No,
you know.
not with those. Just
All
go to the right. Just go to
yeah,
the right.
I'm just gonna go to the right. I'm just gonna go to the right. I was
Yeah.
actually just testing something out there.
Okay.
I didn't screw up. Don't worry.
Oh, no,
Don't
okay,
worry.
okay.
I'm perfect. All right.
Oh, what is that delicious scent? Is that a cove mushroom I smell? Go on, hand it over and I'll let you pass.
Cove mushroom or no? You should tell him no. No, I'm tired of this game. You know what? I'm gonna keep my cove mushroom and quit while I'm ahead. Take the cove mushroom, get out of here. I'm done with this game.
Go ahead and cross my pond. I won't stop you anymore. Oh man, I'm sleepy, Joe.
I won't stop you anymore.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Well, he was a man of his word.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that eel was a man of his word. He could have blackmailed us and made us do many other tasks. Some of them completely devious. But
Gorilla
luckily
ways.
for us,
Yeah.
he was a man of his word. And the game may continue. I'm more ecstatic about that than you can imagine.
Right.
Here, why don't you play for a little bit, and
Sure.
I will tell you a story.
Okay.
So I was at the shore recently. I'll reveal a little bit
Oh.
about my own life. I was at the shore. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say it was the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Okay? Ed and I used to have high scores for Time Crisis 2 machines up and down the Jersey Shore. There used to be Time Crisis 2 machines out the ass on the Jersey Shore. Ed and I were the best Time Crisis players on the East Coast. Okay?
I'm
Time Crisis
confident
2.
saying that.
Time Crisis 2.
We have footage, by the way.
We have footage of it. We were thinking about posting it, but you would see us.
That's
But
okay.
we have a footage of us. Actually, it was only getting a second place score at one of the
really?
arcades. I think it was only second place, the one we recorded. But regardless of that fact, Ed and I are Time Crisis 2 fanatics. I would say probably top 10 Time Crisis 2 fans in the world. Some of the best players at Time Crisis 2. To toot our own horn, yes, we're very good at Time Crisis 2. That's worth nothing, though.
I know,
really.
yeah, so it's
but
not
us,
really-
who but us would care, right? So I was at the Jersey Shore. There's actually only one copy of Time Crisis 2 left at the Jersey Shore. It was in Ocean City, Jilly's Arcade. Okay, I took the time to go in there, check to see if our high score was still there. Right, I assumed it would still be there. This is a pretty fucking good score. It was gone. Not the score.
Right.
The machine.
That's what I
was
thought.
Gone. The last machine.
I misunderstood you when you called me.
Yeah, I
actually.
called Ed like pretty much as soon as I could after I found out that the machine was gone. I called Ed. And
I was like,
I had to break the news to him.
Yeah.
It was sad. It was actually a sad moment. I felt sad that this was it because I don't think there are any more at the Jersey Shore at least.
Yeah.
Time Crisis 2 machines. And it's like the end of an era for us. We're so old that our favorite arcade game you can't find it anywhere,
Yeah.
even in a place where there are still arcades.
I mean, they're all redemption now is the thing. That's what they do.
Yeah, most arcades are mostly redemption games, but there's still a decent amount of actual arcade games. There's Minecraft Dungeons.
What? That's
which
an
I played.
arcade game?
It costs $2 per play. I played it twice.
What?
And you get a card every time you play it. You get like a card and you scan it in and it gives you gear in the game. It's a neat concept.
Weird. Okay.
And I could see kids maybe enjoying it, even modern day kids who have access to cell phones and Steam and real video games. But it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. Pretty basic, but kind of fun.
Whoa. That was the title screen.
That's a great title screen. That's a great intro to a game.
I didn't even get this far when I started playing this game. So, yeah.
Nice logo too.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Time Crisis 2 machine though, it was gone, and there was a lady working there, and I was talking to her. I was asking her where was it, and she said basically that the owner, or not the repair guys, couldn't fix it anymore. That the pedals and the light guns kept breaking, and they just couldn't get parts anymore because the game's fucking how old now?
Yeah.
Almost 25 years old. It's like 22, 23 years old at this point. So they just couldn't find parts for it anymore, and it just wasn't worth it to restore it. And I was like, oh, do you know what happened to the machine? And she didn't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's in storage somewhere. Who knows? Who knows what could have happened? They could have sold it for parts to somebody else, but it's gone. So there are no Time Crisis 2 machines within 100 miles from where we live, as far as I know.
That's really sad. Oops.
Or probably even 150 miles. It's a very old game, but it's probably, I would say it's our favorite arcade game.
Oh, yeah.
I would say both of us, it would be our favorite arcade game. I love arcade games, and I would say it's probably my favorite, yeah. I like the Punisher, Aliens vs. Predator arcade, Ninja Baseball Batman, basically a bunch of brawlers. The Simpsons arcade game, Ninja Turtles, all that stuff.
Oh.
But Time Crisis 2 really takes the cake.
All right, so we've got a friend here who will block pits occasionally. Yeah, oof, it's scary because they're just gonna get rarer and rarer, and they're already extremely
That's
rare.
the thing, yeah, and it's like, okay, I have a basement now. I live in a house now that has a basement that's reasonably nice enough that I could put an arcade machine down there. Like any place I've lived before, they didn't have a basement, and the last place I lived have a basement, but gosh, was it dank, and the ceiling probably wasn't even tall enough to put a Time Crisis 2 machine. I couldn't stand up in the basement. Oh, it was it.
Yeah.
I'm really glad to not live in that place anymore. That was only about a year ago that I lived there. But anyway, yeah, we just had nowhere to put an arcade machine. I could actually own a Time Crisis 2 machine for the first time in my life. I have a spot, I have space we could put it. But it's like, I don't like having a lot of things either. And it's like, how often will we play it?
Yeah.
Probably not that often. When I really think about it, I have the PlayStation version of it.
Come on.
We have the PlayStation 2 version of Time Crisis 2. So we could just play it if we wanted to set up 2 TVs.
It's not the same at all.
It's not the same, really. No.
Yeah.
You don't get you don't get to feel the weight and the kick of the guns and all that.
And like, if somebody said they had, like that guy said he had it in working condition, that means the guns work.
Yeah.
And that alone is worth it. I would pay.
Yeah. And it's like,
money.
but the maintenance on it, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to take the time to do the maintenance, and I'm not that handy of a guy. I can do some very basic house repairs and stuff. I mean, very basic.
We would have to be literally consulting the manual for the game.
Yeah.
To how to like take it apart and repair it and stuff.
Yeah, I'd have to probably hire somebody to do that if something went wrong with the machine, right? Which probably happens.
How do I get? I can't get.
So I don't know. Should we buy a Time Crisis 2 arcade machine? That's my question.
Probably.
Ed definitely doesn't have a place to put it.
No,
There's no way Ed could put it. Ed lives in an apartment.
On the 3rd floor, so there's no way.
Yeah, and it's also a very noisy arcade machine.
Yeah, it is.
But Joe could potentially own it. But yeah, I'm of two minds about it. And like if it's just being able to play it at an arcade that was within 100 miles of our house was nice. Was that just like knowing we could play it at least. was good to know. But now there's just no way to play a Time Crisis 2 arcade machine. I don't know of any.
Yeah, that's really sad.
And there's an arcade called the Galloping Ghost.
I was just gonna say,
just outside of Chicago, and they have their game list. I really want to go there. That's like my mecca. I really want to go there someday.
Do they have Time Crisis 2?
But they don't have Time Crisis 2 on their list, that's really sad.
Yeah.
That would be a deal. That's kind of a deal breaker. If Galloping Ghost had a Time Crisis 2 machine, I think me and Ed would have to go out there and try and beat whatever high score is on there.
I think we would have been there already for sure.
And also, I mean, on top of that, I want to see it.
Yeah.
And I want to play a bunch of these classic arcade machines, games I've never played. It just to even see it would be a dream. They have over 500 arcade machines at the Galloping Ghost. I think it might even be more than that. It might even be 1,000 or something. It's at least many hundreds. It might be the biggest arcade in the world. It's basically a museum of classic arcade games. They have some really obscure old stuff there. So I'm a real historical geek about old arcade machines. Anyway, hey, watch it. You're my space. This juicery belongs to the Skull Gang. We produce the coolest cocoa juice on Moku Mana. Juicing is hard work, nothing for scrubs. So stay back before you hurt yourself.
You want to continue playing, Joe?
Yeah, I'll play. I just wanted to talk about Time Crisis 2 for a while, and the sad story, and I don't know. I'm leaning towards probably we're not going to buy a Time Crisis 2 arcade machine.
Unless somebody out there has one and they want to sell it, get in touch with us. I'll give you one shot. If you can fill up the juice-o-meter, I'll accept you as a juicer. Oh. Alright. Bring the juiciest cocos over to the juicer and start juicing.
About 3. Fill it up. Yeah, another thing, it's like you're never going to find a mint condition machine because they're all played to shit. Because it was a hot game when it came out, and it was a hot game for many years after. Like they're all played to shit and probably beat to shit. Even this one that I said I saw on eBay for $5,000. It's probably it can't be in perfect condition. You're never going to find one in perfect brand new condition or even close to it.
I mean, there are only so many things that have to work perfectly, right? The pedals have to be responsive.
Yeah.
The guns have to kick. That's really it. Oh, and also the screen has to.
Like you might be able to like 3D print some of the like plastic parts at least. Like if you were really like into repairing, and if you were like a really handy type of guy, isn't your cousin's husband like that kind of guy?
Yeah. My cousin Laura. Right?
Yeah.
Her husband is like an engineer, like a high level engineer. He's like our age, but he makes things at home for fun, like 3D prints things and like can solder.
Like I've never met him before. You just told me about him.
He's pretty great. Yeah, he has this whole like emulation. His entire basement is a gaming shrine, basically, and he's modded his own consoles. Like he'll put like a backlit screen in his Game Boy Color.
So he might be able to do some repairs on a Time Crisis 2 machine. He's like the only guy that I don't know him, but I just thought of him because Ed has told me about this man.
He's pretty great.
But he's on Ed's side of the family, not mine. So I've never met him before. I told you, only Skullgangers are natural juicers. Anyway, I gave you a chance, scrub, now scram. So what, did I fuck this up?
I guess so. How do you get back?
I don't know. Do we have to pay him?
Why can't you get back? Try again.
Look at this menu.
Yeah,
that is snappy. It's really cool.
I guess you can't get back in there.
I guess so. I guess I fucked it up. Juicery, Mokumana Village. All right. Well, we'll take a look around. Bumpers. So you can sort of control the ball as it moves, right?
I don't know.
A little bit. I think maybe not too much. Actually, maybe not. Maybe you can't control the ball as it moves, but when it's on the ground, you can control it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can only control it when it's on the ground, because it's the bug that's actually pushing it around. You are not playing as the ball, right? I was just going to compare this to Sonic Spinball, right? Because Sonic, this is the closest comparison to a game like this would be Sonic Spinball for Sega Genesis. Would you say? Wouldn't you agree?
I guess,
because there's not a lot of other games there. I mean, there's how many games where are pinball platformers, right? Mm-hmm. Nothing. Hardly any. There's nothing. Sonic Spinball, and this. This is Sonic Spinball for a new generation. I used to play a lot of Sonic Spinball. Not a great game though. This is better. This is definitely better than Sonic Spinball was.
Yeah, I used to play it a lot too, and I guess the idea was it was not actually a great game, but that didn't stop us from playing it a lot.
I loved the music from the first level.
Yeah,
though.
Me too.
Really cool music. Oh fuck! Don't make me do this all over again.
Oh no!
Are you fucking serious? You gotta really nail this one. You gotta nail this shot. It's gotta be fucking perfect.
Yeah, I think this game is just not easy. It's kind of amazing.
Oh fuck.
Oh, there you go.
We still get. Well, we get 2 shots.
Excellent.
All right.
There you go.
That's set up perfectly for us. Okay, so now we really gotta make this shot. Can we do it? Fuck yeah.
Yes.
All right. I thought I felt like I just felt that I was gonna succeed there. I thought about my shot beforehand. I envisioned it happening,
Right,
and
and
then it
that's-
fucking happened.
Yep.
That's how you do it, man. Really exciting stuff.
Why is this beetle? Why does he have a horn?
I don't know. It's like his birthday all day, every day.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun time. If it was your birthday all day, every day, you'd age really fast, and you'd just be dead in 70 days.
You can now carry up to 200 fruit. Perfect.
Oh, I didn't even realize we had a max.
I didn't either. Oh!
Well, now I fucking know.
Talk to that thing up
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that.
Sir. Oh, you can't get
We
up
can't. We can't get up there. We just fall every fucking
there.
time.
That sucks.
Let's try it one more time.
Get
Can we
some-
jump?
Get some momentum here.
Yeah, let's try and get as much momentum as we can and go all the way to the edge. You know what we should do at the end of this episode?
What's that?
We should put on Sonic Spinball.
You think?
We should show him Sonic Spinball at the end of this episode.
Okay. Pretty great game. Well, I thought it was a great game. Hard though.
Yeah, really hard and like not in a good way.
Mhm.
We'll only show him Toxic Swamp or whatever the first level is. We're not gonna get very far.
No. We
Just show it to him for like 5 minutes. We should just do it.
sure. Oh.
Oh fuck! I was just blowing my horn so much, and then this guy started talking to me, and I just fast forwarded through him. I'm sorry, fella.
You're always tooting your own horn.
All right, My name's Nim the Translator. It's my duty to guide the people of Makumana Island. I'd shake your hand, but I'm tied up at the moment. Yeah, I can see that. Looks like you got a log of shit wrapped around your middle section. It's very good you showed up now. Makuma was attacked by a god slayer. Is Makuma a god? Well, I guess so. He's the lifeblood of the island, as Nim has explained to us just now. Well, look at him. I didn't even realize that was like a Cthulhu-esque demon in the background there. This game took a dark turn. If we lose Makuma, we're gonna fall apart. In the attack this morning, Makuma was branded with the mark of God Slayer. It all happened so fast, it was just a blur of yellow teeth, fangs. The brand pulsates with something wicked and it appears to be draining the strength from the old one. That's what I call my wife. That's a Norm Macdonald joke.
Oh.
Yeah. Again, this episode is also going to be... Let's dedicate this one as well to Norm Macdonald. This one's probably going to come out a little bit later than the previous one that we dedicated to Norm Macdonald. But again, Norm Macdonald was a hero of Game Soup. And, we loved him. So rest in peace and God bless his family. And Norm, we miss you. I know you haven't had time to get your bearings, but this is urgent. I'm sending you out straight away. Hang on to that postal badge, and you'll need it now that you're handling official island business. These letters must be delivered to the 3 chiefs of Makumana. Making them accept their summons might take some work, but the task, it's very important.
You pronounce it like an American says, Makumana.
We will need all of their power to undo the wicked seal and save Mokumana. The chiefs all across the island, you should start with Spina and Marrow Hill. You get there by crossing the greater waterfall.
Come on, it's Mokumana. It's the international way of pronouncing it. The Japanese way of pronouncing it. That's the way you pronounce things.
Yeah.
Mokumana. Makumana. I hear people say manga.
Yeah,
still
manga.
In my lifetime.
Yeah, manga's wrong. We have had a discussion about the pronunciation of anime on this channel.
Yeah.
We decided that anime is actually the correct American or English pronunciation, non-Japanese pronunciation of anime. It's not anime. You don't say anime unless you are speaking Japanese while you're saying the word. I used to say anime for years in the past, but I realized that it's based on animation, right? It's short for animation. That's what they were trying to get at when they did their katakana in Japanese for anime. So, but we pronounce it anime. Manga, the only way to pronounce it is manga. It is a Japanese native word. Manga.
Yeah.
It's not manga.
It will never be manga,
And there's still probably 40% of the population, I would say maybe even more than that pronounce it manga in the English-speaking world. It's not manga. It's manga, okay? So never say manga again if you're one of those guys.
yeah.
Searching for answers at the Great Falls.
I mean, it happens with. English is just a language of loan words, right? Like, there's almost nothing original about English. It's just an amalgamation of every other language.
That being said, I'm not trying to knock English. I do
No.
actually think English is God's language, but
Why would you say that?
manga should be pronounced manga, not manga.
I don't think there's anything special about English. On the contrary, I think it's a hindrance to speaking. It's not a great language, I think, by any stretch.
Well, it is inefficient.
It is incredibly
in its grammar,
inefficient,
but
it has no rules.
It's got a lot of words, except for maybe Sanskrit. I'd say Sanskrit might be superior to English, but I don't know how to speak Sanskrit. Who does?
Welcome to your new office, Squawk. You have one new message. Would you like to hear it now? Are you recording? Okay. This is Post Pterodactyl speaking, and if you're listening to this, you must be the new postmaster. Congratulations on your new job at the Island Express. The office is a bit messy. It's nothing personal, just lost my passion for this job, you know. So the gig is pretty easy. I've left you a mailbag with the parrot. If you come by any empty mailboxes, just cram a couple of letters into them to make sure the mail always gets through and all that. Okay? Great. So that's it. Now how do I turn this thing off? End of message. There it is.
Anyway, speaking of losing passion for a job,
Uh-huh.
I'm tired of this channel. Ed,
Okay.
you've been a really rotten boss off the channel, off the recordings.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put in my formal resignation right now.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye, Ed.
Joe literally just put the controller down and walked out the door.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad you didn't quit.
That
for that
was a gag, but I thought it was a little cringe, so I came back instantly.
Oh.
All right, where are we going now? Well, we gotta blow our horn here.
We just got the ability to fill mailboxes.
Yeah, so let's just do that. Wait,
There you go.
that's really cute. Did you see that animation?
Yeah.
Did you see that animation?
So that's one of the keys in this game
Wait.
is collecting mail
And
delivering
collecting
mail.
fruit. Don't forget about the fruit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of the fruitiest games I played. You just blow the pinwheel and it just throws fruit at you. This is very cute, very interesting. The view up here is amazing. The sweepers. Did you know the entrance to Marrow Hill lies just across the waterfall? Just below it to the old road to the caves, home of the Unders. They're not as close to us as they seem from up here, though. Oh, so you're above them. Well, physically you are above them,
Yes.
I guess.
Joe, this is not the fruitiest game you've ever played because you've played Yoshi's Story, and that is the fruitiest game anyone's ever played.
There's some fruit in that, yeah.
That is a game all about fruit.
All right, so we took a look. Look at that rainbow down there.
Yeah.
The graphics in this are quite attractive
This
and
is like
beautiful.
It's like Ori and the Blind Forest graphics almost.
It's nice. Yeah, it's a little brighter than that.
Yeah.
This is instead of being set in a dark post-apocalyptic world like Metroidvanias generally are, this is in a bright, vibrant world where there's really not many problems. The biggest problem we've had so far was finding a mushroom for an eel.
Right? Delivering mail is the biggest problem here. It's nothing. That's nothing. You probably want to go to that hole to the right. Oh, you can go here too.
Yeah,
Ball
well, we
sprinkles.
gotta where you gotta deliver the mail up here.
Oh yeah, we do. We
You
do.
gotta deliver some mail. Look at that animation.
Yeah, nice.
Every time. Gets me every time. Both times. Been 2 times. You know, get over it.
Get over it, he says. All right.
Should we go in here?
Ball sprinkles. Yeah.
Yeah, ball sprinkles. That's what they used. Never mind.
Oh. Your ball is terribly out of style. I'd offer you some help, but with Mokuma so upset I haven't been able to go out and get refills for my sprinklers. If you come by any sprinkle bubbles, please bring them to me and I'll try to improve your somber-looking ball. The ivory look you've got now, while classic, is much too basic. Don't forget to bring me any sprinkle baubles you come across. This is like a cosmetic thing, I guess.
I'm guessing, yeah, but maybe they give you different abilities or something. Oh, you know what?
What?
I bet there's a heavy ball.
Oh,
There's gotta be, right? So we can go down there?
Maybe.
I bet there is.
So maybe these
You
aren't
can probably
just
get like a
cosmetic.
bowling ball or something, right?
Yeah. Ooh, that would be interesting. Because think of all the different things you could do in a pinball game if you had a tennis ball, a bowling ball, A wrecking ball.
Iggy's Wrecking Balls.
You know what we should play, Joe?
Iggy's Wrecking Balls? It's going to do that instead of Sonic Adventure?
Sonic Spinball?
Or Sonic Spinball, yeah. I don't know why I said Sonic Adventure, but
Yeah,
you know, we could play some Sonic Adventure too. I would like to play every game on this channel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sonic Adventure was not a good...
Do you want to just give up every other aspect of our lives
Yeah.
and just record us playing games that we fucking love, such as Shenmue and Sonic Adventure?
Shenmue. I thought we were doing games we loved.
Yeah, that's true.
Shenmue's not on that list.
Well, I think we love Shenmue. How
Oh,
could
we
you
need
not?
80.
80 fucking pieces of... Wow, that's a lot of fruit. That's
Yeah.
really greedy.
Do you know anything about sailors? I'm looking for sailors.
Yeah, that is Shenmue.
It's Forklift Simulator. Who's this?
He's a demon.
Hey there.
His
Sorry to
name's
say,
Pop-Up.
but there ain't no way you're getting across the Marrow Hill.
Okay.
A boulder is blocking the path. The slug gardener usually fixes stuff like this. Someone ought to fetch the slug gardener. Wow. Could you be any more pointed about that? Someone, he says. Someone.
Visit the slug garden.
Yeah.
All right, don't mind if I do. I want to get 80 fruits though.
Drop the hell off
Oh, we need
to the
30
right.
though. We can just drop.
Drop right the hell off. There
Wow.
you go.
Oh, we need to be a bowling ball. Fuck,
do.
I need a bowling ball so badly. I want those pineapples so badly. I love pineapple. Gives me a stomachache though if I
Oh.
eat more than like
Really?
4 ounces of pineapple.
Oh.
All right, we only got 29 fruits right
That's
now.
all right.
That is not good.
What? All right. Man, this is a big game. It's a bit Gorilla Woods. This is a big game.
I need 80 again. Another 80. Oh, this might give us 80. Look at that. Look at all those bananas.
think
How
that'll
much is
give
that
you
going to give
80?
us? No,
10.
that didn't give us. I really wish that the numbers were bigger in this game. It would feel more rewarding. To
Like
get.
every.
I want to get like 1,200 fruit
Yeah.
instead of only maybe 12 fruit from a bunch of bananas.
You know what we should do in our game? I've already said this, but you start with a base numbering system where you do 1 damage. You take 1 damage, and then at the end of the day, when you go to release the game, you just jack up all the numbers by a factor of 1,000. So you take 1,000 damage, but you do 6,000 damage.
Yeah.
It's way more satisfying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why a lot of games are designed that way. Yu-Gi-Oh! You start with 8,000 hit points in Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's crazy.
In Magic the Gathering, you start with 20. It's not very much.
Wait, are you stuck here?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, we're not. I do actually prefer for physical games where you have to keep track of numbers, though, to just keep it to the low numbers.
Yeah, and there's no reason.
Yeah, there's no reason to just add zeros to things in physical games where you're the one actually keeping track of things. It's just silly.
Nice.
Oh, okay. And then we got to punch that guy out of there, and then we got to do... All right, so we had to really nail that many, many times. Really had to bounce off of that bumper several times. Just push it over. Come on, hurry up. You jackass. All right, we'll take a look in the telescope here. Really neat game.
Right? God, there's so much
many,
to do.
There's so many neat games. I want to play all these games.
Oh, there's that.
Those are slugs. You know what? Just run them over. Just run,
Oh. Do it
run those
again.
bastards over.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Do you want to do it again?
I don't know. It seems important, doesn't it?
We can.
Oh, you can't.
We can't
Okay.
knock them out of there again.
No.
Oh, we can go over there. We could jump. We could totally jump there. Let's just talk to this guy though first, and then we'll take a jump over there.
You can't jump in there. Oh. The slugs are unstable while in heat. A single nudge and then... Kaboom. Hehehe. I'm the slug gardener. Good to meet you, Beetle. The slugs are turning into a real problem. I'd fix it myself, but
Okay, then do it.
this was our objective, wasn't it? Yeah. All the slug control tools are in my shed. It's over there in the meadow, but the way there is overflowing with slugs. Everyone in this game has a big problem. If you're looking to get in my slug handling business, you're free to borrow my tools. Just make sure to pop a slug or two on your way over to the meadow. Look how big this game is. Unbelievable. Look, there's a boss down there or something. Whatever that is. Alright then. I was thinking recently about games that had ridiculous premises. I was talking...
Jump! No, I thought I was
How did you do that?
trying to jump over the pit.
Oh yeah.
How did I do that? How did I jump? It's a bumper. You fool.
Oh, 30.
You only need 30 to get in there. Oh, all it does is get us
Oh,
back
yeah.
up to where we just fucking were. That's not where I wanted to be.
But we haven't been down
I
here,
I
though.
want this fruit.
We
Look
haven't
at all
been-
that fruit.
I know,
That
right?
was satisfying. That was a lot of fruit.
Hey!
Hey, yeah, you read them. You read them.
Yeah. Beetle who chased off the Sootlings. Since you're such a good guy, I've got a neat deal for you.
Well, thanks, man.
It's a bigger wallet. With it, you can carry even more fruit. It's yours for 100 fruits. Where are you? No.
Wait, so I have to pay 100 fruits to carry more fruit? That seems
Yeah.
like a terrible idea. I'm going to tell him that, oh, I don't have enough anyway.
Yeah, I feel bad. You should feel bad. You're a horrible man. Why don't you take the wallet and you can pay me back whenever you can? Really?
What if you choose to pay him the 100? What if you choose to pay him? Does he just take it?
Oh my god.
Well, I would just never pay him back. He's a cartoon character.
The game just threw us a bone like that. I can't believe it. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good
I've never
question.
seen that happen before in a game either.
You
Where
just
you
get
just
the
don't
thing.
have enough money to buy something in a store and the guy's just like, you just have it.
I wonder if there's a reason.
That is really kind.
Yeah.
I feel like doing random acts of kindness in real life, which I've done several of recently. Actually.
No,
But I don't want to brag about them
Oh.
because it's just in bad taste to brag about your own random acts of kindness.
Isn't
Just
it- yeah,
just do random acts of kindness, okay?
That's the problem with random acts of kindness. You're not supposed to, you can't flout them,
Yeah.
or tout them, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
Even if you want to, which I do because I want all the credit. We were talking about games with ridiculous premises, right? This is one of them. This is a game where you play as a beetle in a Metroidvania world and you're just playing pinball the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Another-
It's fucking great.
Ridiculous premise for a game is Ace Attorney.
Oh yeah, Ed's loving Ace Attorney recently.
It's because the new game came out. It's a 2-part game. It's
Yeah.
2 games in one, so it's 10 cases.
Holy.
And it is one interconnected story, this is the biggest story they've ever made, I think, in the entire series. But it's one of the greatest games series ever made. And just think about the meeting they had at Capcom when these guys were like presenting this idea to the producers and stuff. Yeah, it's a game where you go into court and you argue about inconsistencies in witness testimony. It sounds ridiculous. Who would ever greenlight that? And they did though.
Did they present it as maybe they presented it as a visual novel though? 'Cause that's more
Probably.
easy to grasp.
Yeah, but even still, it's a visual novel where you argue in court.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous. It sounds not fun at all. And yet,
It does have lovable characters.
it does.
I'll give you that.
Everything about the game is lovable. It's one of the best game series ever made, hands down. Because I'm just loving it. I've been playing it a lot recently.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
See that loop-de-loop there?
I did see a
It's
loop-de-loop.
fucking exciting.
Oh, it's this guy again. This terrifying man.
Yeah, why is this guy? Look at his face.
He's
Look
got
at that thing that he's
yeah.
got in the middle of his face over his mouth. It's really terrifying.
It looks like
is
Artie
that
Lang's
bone?
nose.
I think it's a bone structure.
I think I think he's wearing a skull though. I don't think it's his skull. I think he's
Oh,
just
okay,
wearing it.
yeah. He is his skull ganger. That's
Yeah.
right. Our
Oh,
natural
there you go.
juicers. Anyway, I gave you a chance. Now scram. Okay, so we can't go back to him.
Yeah.
We just don't interact with people like that in your life. There's a
Skull
guy
gangers.
like that who won't interact with you unless you're a skull ganger. Or are you a member of a country club?
What's a country? Like a golf club?
Yeah. What is that like? What is it like to be a
Yeah.
member of a country club?
Right.
I've never. That's so outside my wheelhouse. That's so outside my level of experience.
It's
My
the same as a
world of
gentleman's club.
my world of experience. That I don't even know what happens at a country club. I see them. You know,
Yeah.
you drive past them. But what goes on there?
I think it's like a ski resort. Either you're in the club where you can get a drink or food, or you're golfing out on the green. I think that's it. Right?
So it's just a golf course. I've never actually
Yeah.
done real golfing either.
No, me
I've
neither.
done mini golfing before.
I mean, mini golfing is fun. Who are we kidding?
The thing is,
Going to the
I
abyss.
think that
Going to this abyss.
yeah, we'll do it. I think that mini golf would get really boring after maybe 3 holes as an adult.
You think?
Yeah.
I disagree.
I think so. Do you want to go mini golfing with me after this?
We could. I mean, oh, you're losing money.
Wait, when you get hit, you lose money
lost
on
money.
the thorns. It takes money. Oh, you got to take something from you.
Wait, so can you soft lock yourself in this game by losing too much fruit?
Okay, this is the end of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Guess what's going to happen? We are going to see what happens
You lose so
if
much.
we lose all of our fruit. This is 100 fruit, though.
Is it gone
there somewhere we can
forever?
fucking spend it? It's probably gone forever, yeah. Wait, no, I can blow the horn and get more fruit? No, I can't.
No.
But this is going to take forever, though. I just wanted to see how much
Yeah.
fruit we could lose, but you only lose like
Yeah,
3 at a
alright.
time. No, this is going to take too fucking
let's
long.
not
It's
do
going to
it.
be way too boring.
I kind of thought the fruit was a finite resource, but maybe it's not.
Yeah, it might not be. It might just respawn after you leave an area for a certain amount of time. Maybe it just respawns in that area, and you can redo some of the mechanics, some of the pinball mechanics. And we need 80 here.
Oh,
Oh, we
yeah.
can spend 80 here. That's what we'll do. All right, we'll spend 80 here. We'll go up here, and we'll maybe explore a little bit. Okay?
How do you...
I'm not sure. Maybe we got to move a little. Let's see if we can. No.
It looks like you have to hit that flower with something. Like that flower has
shit,
to be
we
active
fell.
with it. Yeah. Huh.
All right, but we got to wrap the episode up fairly soon because I got to get going. And also, we were gonna play a Sonic Spinball. In this episode, so
yeah. All right.
we did promise them that, so we do have to.
We can also save this. We can finish recording this next week if you really like.
Nah, I think this is good. I think this is good.
So Yoku's Island Express.
No, here's what we're gonna do though.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and run out of cash.
Right.
At the bottom, since we spent 80 of it, right?
I mean, I don't think we're gonna die. I think all that happens is we'll just go down to $0 because that's what we started the game with.
Yeah, I actually assume that's probably what will happen. Oh, we went the wrong way though. To hit the spikes.
I don't think there's a game over in this game.
Probably not. I'm guessing there's not. Moku Village. All right, go down here. This is the right way to the spikes, right?
I don't know. I was just gonna say, how did you remember? Oh yeah, it is. It's right here.
I think it's right here. Yeah, this is it. Okay.
Oh.
So we're gonna see what happens when we run out of fruit from hitting the spikes. Because we're Game Soup, we do like to experiment with the systems in games and just see what did the developer decide? Why did they do this? We're only losing one at a time though.
Yeah, we are.
All right, let's maybe just give ourselves a little nudge here and see if we can lose a few at a time. Well, we can only lose one at a time. A secret cave. 910.
What?
What just happened? What just happened? Wait, what just happened? Did Game Soup actually discover something? Wait, we didn't lose any health that time.
Really?
We didn't lose any fruit. Maybe because we went down to 13 exactly? It might have been because we hit 13 and 13 is like the unlucky number 13.
I don't know.
Ooh, spooky, right?
But we would have collected up to 13 at some point.
Yeah, we're not losing
We are.
fruit every time. No, we're not. We didn't lose one that time. I hit the spikes and didn't lose any fruit. There, we lose one there. But there was one time, the last time, I didn't lose anything from hitting the fruit.
That.
Yeah, there we go. We lost one there.
We lost two there, in fact. Yeah, I don't know. That was the strangest. I was not expecting
that was not at all what was expected.
You didn't lose anything.
Yeah, we didn't lose anything. Sometimes you don't lose any. All right. All right. Yeah, this definitely would have been too much to do to knock 90 off of our score there. 90 off of our fruit score. But 5 more. Can you guys sit through us doing this 5 more times? Ed, tell us the story of... Fuck, I can't think on my feet here. What's a story? What is a story we could tell on the channel? Cheating at mini golf. That's one. We're talking about miniature golf. Ed is a few years younger than Joe. And when we were kids, we would go mini golfing. Our mothers would take us mini golfing with both of our sisters. So it was 4 of us. And I would try to help Ed to win at mini golf because I'm such a good guy. And the way that I would help him to win is I would help him cheat by standing next to the hole with my feet around the hole so that if he missed the hole, it would bounce into the hole and I would kind of kick the ball into the hole to help Ed to win. And I thought that my mom didn't notice what was happening. She noticed what was happening. Oh, there was no way she didn't know that we were cheating at mini golf to help Ed win.
That's all right, though. Who cares? It's just mini golf.
But I wanted Ed to win, so
Yeah.
we're down to 0 now.
We are down
So
to
yeah,
0.
we used to cheat at mini golf, basically to help. Joe used to help Ed, his younger cousin, to win at mini golf. He never won because even with the cheating, because he was just the youngest of between me and my sister and Ed and his sister. He just didn't stand a chance.
So nothing happens.
So nothing happens now when you get down to 0. So that was it.
Thrilling.
Absolutely thrilling.
Let's play some Sonic Spinball.
Yeah, let's do that. So this has been Yoku's Island Express. Very interesting title so far. A lot of fun. I'm hoping that later on in the game there's some more intense pinball action, like a full pinball table that you kind of have to play. Because so far it's kind of just been training us into, hey, we know you might not have played pinball because you might be a kid. You might be somebody under the age of 35 who's never seen a pinball machine before. So we're going to ease into this, but I hope a little bit later on they do give us some more intense pinball action. But it is also kind of a chill game, so I think it'd be cool that if there wasn't some more intense pinball action. But that's kind of my critique so far of the game. But overall, it looks beautiful. It plays nicely. It's fun. and it is unique. It's definitely unique, and the only game I can think of that's somewhat similar to Sonic Spinball, and that's nothing like this. And Sonic Spinball kind of sucks, which you're about to see.
And this game is frequently on sale. I think I picked this up for $3 or something. So
well, there you go. Put it on your wish list.
It is well worth it. So you'll be able to get it for dirt cheap whenever it goes on sale next time. So definitely pick it up. Anyway, Sonic Spinball right now.
Hi, Ed.
We did it.
Yeah, we're here. We got it. We had to actually download. I'm sorry, Ed. I should not have promised them Sonic Spinball because, well, we didn't have the emulator. We didn't. I mean, we don't use emulators here on GameSoup. This is an actual cartridge.
I mean,
we use
no,
but
we
we didn't
emulators.
have.
We just don't use. We don't download illegal ROMs. It's perfectly okay to use an emulator.
Right.
All right.
This is not an illegal ROM.
We dumped this game from our own cartridges.
Yes. We took the time to do that, and we did it really fast, record time.
Well, usually it's a laborious process. But there's no sound. Where's the sound?
Oh yeah, because you turned it off,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
We go to options. We have to hit start for that. Listen to that music. Listen to that music. I mean, that hits you like a ton of bricks. I thought it was great. We got to do fast speed.
Oh, we do?
Speed
know there was a
fast.
fast.
There's a fast speed.
Wow.
We got to do fast
All right.
speed. This is Sonic.
I didn't realize there was
This is Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we went into the options there because, yeah, fast speed. This is blast processing.
This game.
This is going to really push the blast processing. Look at, we don't even have, there's no acceleration. There's no momentum to the jumping.
So awkward.
You press the jump button, which is the only button, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a Sonic game. There's also speed dash. What is it called? Spin dash.
Spin dash. I feel like there's no way this game was developed by the same team that actually makes
There's
Sonic.
no way, no.
It doesn't
Absolutely
look
not.
or feel anything.
Oh yeah, but there's the flippers. There's different buttons for the left and right flippers.
Yeah, A, B,
right?
C is for both flippers.
Is A and C? A and B? Is it A and B and then C? Oh, you were right. I didn't remember actually.
It just said it in the menu, that's all.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hit the target.
I always thought this was so impactful. The sound, the effects, like the combination of the sound effects and the effects really hard hitting.
Yeah.
Like this game has an edgy 90s feel to it. And look at the graphics. Look at the swear graphics coming off of these eel creatures' heads as you hit them.
Yeah.
That's really 90s. This game and the color, just the green color of this.
The purple and the green too.
I mean, if you're old enough to remember the 90s, you know that green color.
Man, the 90s was a weird time. I mean, they're all weird times.
It was one of the, I would say that might have been the peak of American culture, the 90s.
Oh yeah. Well, everything before 9/11 was really, I think. So yeah, it ended with the 90s.
Maybe that might have been the mark, the ending mark.
I certainly think so. But, oh, I forgot to say, the other day was the...
Oh yeah, we have to drain the. That's right. We have to hit that red dot up there. You can actually control the ball, which is Sonic. We have to hit that red dot. But how the fuck do you hit it? I thought I just nailed it right now. So, yeah, you gotta hit that red dot to drain that that tank up at the top there. That's what it was. Fuck, this game's hard. We should have picked fast speed.
The other day...
All right, let's fucking nail it. There we go. Okay, we got both of them. That's right. We got the red. The red one was marking that it had already been done. We did it before, but you got to hit both of them. It drains that tank up there, and then you get the emerald.
Right.
I think you got to get a certain number of emeralds. And at the top it says worm bagged.
Yeah.
That word bagged, that meant like killed or removed in the 90s. Bagged. I bagged them and tagged them. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a phrase. I don't think anybody would know that now though, because it's so stupid.
It is pretty stupid.
Oh man, this is really 90s.
Yeah, isn't it?
No, I'm not one to geek out over specific decades, but good lord, is this 90s?
Yeah, and the Genesis sound chip is like it dates itself simply by existing. It just is the 90s.
Well, you know what we can do?
You can ride in.
We can ride in that little barrel down there. Do you want to take a ride on that barrel?
I guess so.
We can take a ride on the barrel.
But why?
I'm not sure what the point is. It's so slow. It's a Sonic game, and you can ride on a barrel.
It doesn't look anything like... Well, it does a little bit, but you know what I mean. Like, the graphics are...
Oh, yeah, well, that's why we want to ride on the barrel, because we get the fucking Chaos Emerald. I think you can actually miss the emerald. If you don't touch the emerald, if you, like, hug either wall, you actually don't get the emerald, and you have to do it again. Jesus. Oh, man, and then if you knock yourself into this, you got to bag these worms over and over again, which is really fun because of the impactful sound effects.
You started that sentence like it was going to be
graphics, as we talked about earlier. Yeah, I just decided I actually like bagging worms.
Yeah. You know, I was going to say, 3 days ago was the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and I didn't actually say this to anybody on the day because I forgot. But I wanted to, like, chat with you or chat with my sister and be like, Happy 20th anniversary! But I thought that would have been in bad taste.
It is in bad taste. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like, it wasn't bad taste, but No, it would just be in bad taste. But you know what? The 90s were about bad taste jokes.
Like, remember Crossfire?
Yeah, this is from the era of Crossfire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My brother-in-law and I were talking at length about Crossfire.
Yeah.
About how it was the embodiment of the 90s for children.
Yeah, you had Ed owned Crossfire.
You'll get caught up in it.
That's my memory of Crossfire, is playing Crossfire at Ed's house with Ed.
We both got caught up in it.
And you would play with, there was the 2 little pucks you could have in Crossfire, and you were supposed to pick one of them to play with, right? There's the 3-pronged one, and then there's like the blade-shaped one. And we would just play with both, though, because it made the game more hectic, right? I think most kids would play with both because it was more fun. If it came with like 4 pucks, I think kids would have played with all 4.
Yeah.
You should just buy 2 copies of Crossfire. We should do that. We should do that on the channel.
Do you think they still make it?
Well, I'm sure we could buy it on eBay.
Probably. The problem with that was...
We need to buy 2 copies of it, or 1 copy and maybe somebody just has spare pucks for Crossfire.
Well,
That's what we need to do.
Not the pucks, it's the balls. So they're just ball bearings. I'm sure.
Yeah, they're just ball bearings. Yeah, they're like pachinko balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Another
I used to use
thing
those.
we talked about earlier on this episode, my dad owned a pinball machine, which we talked about earlier. But guess what else he owned?
A pachinko machine.
A pachinko machine. And I fucking died. A horrible death.
It's all right.
And when I first found it in the attic of our house, my dad was kind enough. This was one of the nicest things he ever did for me, actually. That's kind of an overstatement, but it was a nice thing. He brought it down out of the. He wasn't because it's like an old collectible, right? It was a very old pachinko machine. He let me play with it. He brought it down, let me play with it, and he said, "Welcome to the world of Chinese pinball."
No!
Yeah, he did say that. And this was before the internet. You couldn't know. You didn't know that it was Japanese. You didn't know that the word pachinko was Japanese and that it was a Japanese game and that it wasn't really pinball.
Chinese pinball!
So he was wrong on all counts about what it was. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun machine.
Yeah.
Like you didn't really win anything because there was no prize redemption. But you just kept on. It was mechanical pachinko machine. It wasn't one of these ones with the knobs. Modern pachinko machines, which I did play in Japan. I played pachinko one time in Japan. It cost 1,000 yen, and that 1,000 yen was gone in about 37 seconds. That's a slight exaggeration. It was about 1 minute and 37 seconds, but it was just gone.
Yeah.
You just hold that knob, and the pachinko balls just go into the machine, and some lights flash, and fuck, this is fast. And the blast processing's really blowing my mind here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And then your money is just gone forever, though.
And yeah, your money's just gone. And 1,000 yen back then, I mean, it's about $10.
It's still a lot now.
Back then, man, I was a younger guy. 1,000 yen it cost me enough money just to get to Japan. But I just wanted to experience pachinko. And also, when I was in Japan, after I had played the game once, I didn't really like the game, but I loved the atmosphere of a pachinko parlor. So I would actually, fairly frequently, walk into a pachinko parlor, just walk around and look at the machines, feel the atmosphere, the wall of noise that there is, and the cigarette smoke everywhere, and the people trying to not make eye contact with you, especially because you're a gaijin.
You're a gaijin, yeah.
Yeah, and because they're in a pachinko parlor and they're like gambling addicts, and they just don't want to be making eye contact with anybody in the first place. Anyway, that was just to say,
you're making me nostalgic to go back to Japan.
that I just loved the atmosphere. I loved doing it. I loved walking through a pachinko parlor for a few minutes not whenever I saw one, because that's all I would do, because that's where they're just all over. There's no way to escape a pachinko parlors in Japan. Fuck, I can't make this shot.
I have so many vivid memories of just walking in a couple particular towns that I lived in for an extended period, and they were just so relaxing to just walk around.
Yeah.
God, what a great... Oof.
It's like the only place in the world that I just want to explore the place in real life, just for the sake of exploring it. In the U.S., I haven't found a place that I have felt that way about.
And here you do that, you get shot. So
it's interesting to check out new places in the U.S.,
but not to walk around them.
and I've been to other countries as well besides just Japan.
Yeah, but this is
and
not
the
a
US.
walking country.
Not that many, but I haven't wanted to explore them so much as Japan. I loved just going down some weird alley in the middle of Kabuki-cho in the middle of the night at 5 a.m., which is supposedly the most dangerous place. It's where Yakuza,
Really?
the Yakuza series takes place.
Oh.
Kabuki-cho.
Speaking of,
They call it Kabuto-cho. No, not Kabuki. What the fuck do they call it? Kamuto-cho or something?
Oh, they don't actually call
They
it
don't
Kabuki?
call it Kabuki-cho, but
Yeah.
it's basically like the street layout is almost exactly the same.
Oh, you recognized it?
Like you look at it and it's like it looks just like you're walking around Kabuki-cho in the 80s, I guess, which I don't know what it was like in the 80s. But if you want to experience Kabuki-cho in as close to the experience of actually being there, just play Yakuza 0 and you'll see what it's like to live and work and beat men up and hit them over the head with a motorcycle.
I think
Because that's really what you see a lot in
Yeah.
Kabuki-cho. But yeah, it was supposed to be like the red light district and the dangerous area where the Yakuza hang out. But I would hang out there all the time and in the middle of the night sometimes. And I never saw anything even close to dangerous.
Yeah. So are we done with this game?
Yeah, that was Sonic Spinball.
Yeah.
That was what we promised. I mean, was it great? Did you really love seeing Sonic Spinball?
No. Nobody does, though, so...
I gotta say, I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah. No, I did, too, but...
Just nostalgizing over old 90s games and 90s concepts. What are some other things from the 90s that you like and miss if you're old enough? Post things that you really liked from the 90s.
Right. And tell us about your favorite Chinese pinball machine.
Was it Pogs? Was it
Hula hoops.
Yeah.
Was that Chia Pets?
What else was there from the 90s?
Skip It.
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. There were so many fads.
Magic the Gathering cards.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else from the 90s. Gak, Nickelodeon.
Right.
And Doug and Rugrats,
There you
Ren
go.
and Stimpy, Samurai Pizza Cats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, those are all the things from the 90s. So pick one of those things, or if you can think of another thing, which I don't think you can. If you can,
I don't
leave
think
that
you
in the
can.
comments.
I don't think you have the brain power, honestly, to think of another one that we haven't already named. Oh, and Dunkaroos, right? You get as
That's
much
a
frosting
challenge.
as you choose.
That is a challenge. That's the
Yeah.
challenge, all
That
right?
is, yeah.
All right, we like you.